Try but with me one more time. Shalom, Shabbat, my nigga. Hey, y'all hit the like, subscribe, share the video. If you want to support monetarily, we got a cash app at the top of the screen, cash.app/$ House of Cons. Salute to everybody in the house. Hey, we're looking at the thumbnail from a third eye point of view, and y'all know what the title is. The Olmecs Debunk. They came before Columbus. Try but salute. I know a lot of people are already wondering what I mean by that. But before we get into what I mean by the Olmecs Debunk, they came before Columbus, let's just take a third eye look at this thumbnail from a third eye point of view, not a bird eye point of view, my nigga. We see the Olmec in the background, and in the foreground, we see three little niggas. Tribe up. Now, to the untrained eye, they would say those are three Africans.
You big dummy.
Yeah, to the untrained eye, right away they would say, oh, they look pretty dark.
Darkness, everybody, dark.
Those are three Africans.
This is ready.
And that's to the untrained eye. But like I say, we're looking at it from a third eye point of view, not a bird eye point of view. But we see the Olmec in the background, the Olmec colossal head. And we see the three little niggas in the front. I say the untrained eye would swear those was Africans, but you'll be dead wrong, Managa. What you're actually looking at is a group of American Indians, Arawaks to be exact. And we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get into it. Well, everybody heard of that book, They Came Before Columbus, right? And the evidence that they want to use is the Olmec heads. They want to say, yeah, see, these Olmec heads, they're Africans. These Olmec heads prove they came from Africa. This is what
Big dummy.
this is what the writer of the book, They Came Before Columbus, this is what he says. He says, yeah, just take a look at the Olmecs. That's evidence that they were Africans. Hey, salute Papa Dad in the house, Tribe up. But like I say, that would be looking from an untrained eye. You know, just because you see so-called Negro features, and so just because you see a little bit of melanated so-called darkness, does not automatically indicate Africa. You got to be smarter than that. And for somebody that's supposed to be a doctorate, that's writing books, you know, I would think better of them. So all it takes is a little bit of common sense. Because if the old, see, he want to say the Olmecs prove that the Africans came to America before Columbus, but I say the Olmecs debunk that. I say the opposite. The Olmecs debunk the thought, the idea that Africans came to America before Columbus, and it's very simple. All it takes is a little bit of common sense to understand why. To understand why I say that it debunks it instead of proving it. You know, the writer of They Came Before Columbus, he said it proves it. I say it debunks it. It simply debunks it because in order for the Olmec colossal heads to be proof that Africans came before Columbus, then the majority of Olmec's heads would have to be found in Africa.
You big dummy.
Salute, tribe up. If you want to say the Olmecs was done by Africans and they came from Africa before Columbus, we would expect to find hundreds, if not thousands, of Olmecs heads in Africa. There's 17 Olmec heads in America to be exact. How many Olmec heads are in Africa? 0.
You big dummy.
So America is clearly the origin and the only place on the planet Earth where you find Olmec colossal heads. They clearly did not come from Africa. That is proof they didn't come from Africa. The source is America. It's that simple. And we'll get into where we get these images from on the thumbnail. By the way, we got the let's say the Arawak Nagas, the Juka tribe to be specific, or Saramite, or the Suriname. And we see another example of these people, of our people, Managa, our brethren, Managa tribe, but the Arawak, the Juka tribe of Saranon, right? With their bangles on their ankles, their loincloths, their bow and arrow, their arm bangles. It all lines up with the historical history. And these images are from 1924. And for the image that I showed you guys earlier on my community post, there's another example of the indigenous Arawak, the Juka tribe, the Suriname. Because we know when we go to Suriname's coat of arms, we know it was altered, it was whitewashed and changed. And that's where these Juka Arawak Indians preside. Oops, I ain't me. So that's the hijack version. Let's go back. We talking Suriname, the coat of arms of Suriname. If you've been here with me, you've seen this with me before. We done looked at this before. It consists of two indigenous men carrying the shield, a trade ship on the water representing Suriname's colonial past as a source of cash crop. So they tell you that these two indigenous men are actually Arawaks. And so they'll tell you it's different versions, even the blonde hair version.
You big dummy. Now who said you never?
Hey, family.
Hey, Fetty TV in the house, tribe book.
Motherfucking word. And it's
That's used from 1959 to 1975, but the original from the colonial period, you know, when the colonizers was arriving, the colonial period, the original showed the Naga. Yup, just like this. With his loincloth and his bow and arrow. Yeah, for the 1600s, the original showed you. And it tells you that it's two Arawak natives. And they call them the Juka tribe now, but they're just Arawak, indigenous Arawak natives. Suriname, the Republic of Suriname. And they call you the Juka tribe now. And they whitewash your image. He got his little fake loincloth on, his fake bow and arrow. Trying to be you, Managa. We know what the origin is. We're just talking about the Olmecs did not come from Africa. If the Olmec came from Africa, I don't care what book you done read talking about they came before Columbus. If the Olmec came from Africa, then the majority of Olmec heads should be in Africa. But that's not the case. And estimated around 1600 BC, we had Olmec heads popping off in America in 1600 BC, but not in Africa. Forgotten or unknown, controversial. Or it's forgotten, unknown, and it's controversial, huh? I wonder why. And they call you curiosity. They say you're curious looking, Managa. Yeah, curious looking. I bet. Yeah, he look just like the Arawak, the descendants of the Olmec. He look just like them. Got the same tape up. Whitewash the Naga. Let's say for curious looking, El Negro, Monument F from the Olmec ruins of Tres Zapotes, Museo Tuxteco, Santiago Tuxtla, Veracruz, Mexico. Forgotten or unknown Olmec. Tres Zapotes is located on the slopes of the Tuxtla Mountains in the state of Nagas. Always in the mountains. You Nagas can't get enough of these mountains, huh? Always in the mountains in the state of Veracruz. It is one of the most important Olmec sites. It is the most important Olmec site and the first to be written about. The first Olmec site to be written about was the straight up El Negro, El Naga. El Naga, the first Olmec to be written about, the most important, they say from 1600 BC. He didn't come from Columbus, he came from America. One of the most important, first to be written about, Olmec head dated circa 1600 BC. The famous volcanic rock sculpture El Negro, supposedly an ancient sacrificial monument is reputed to channel powers and attracts international channelers, including actress Shirley MacLaine. Yeah, yeah, Negro. Yeah, just one of the Negroes, huh? So they say you came from Africa. Well, where are these in Africa? Why are there no Olmec colossal heads in Africa? Why are they not there? How could they come from Africa? It should be littered in Africa with Olmec heads if the Olmec came from Africa. They did not come from Africa. They came before Columbus by Ivan Van Sertima. Ivan Van Sertima, you call yourself a researcher and you let a little knock off YouTube outdo you with a little bit of common sense. You wrote a whole book talking about they came before Columbus, the African presence in America. You talking about Olmecs, but you ain't take for 1 second to think where are the Olmec heads in Africa is that where they came from. Call yourself a researcher, scholar. I'll whoop them with both hands tied behind my back. Came before Columbus. They got no common sense. You got some people that so damn book smart that they dumb as a box of rocks. You ever met somebody like that? So damn book smart they were just dumb as a damn box of rocks. They ain't have no common sense. Obviously, if you telling me the cocaine came from Colombia, then I would expect to go to Colombia and find the majority of the cocaine there. You can't tell me the majority of the cocaine came from Africa, but when I go to Colombia, the majority of the cocaine in Colombia, that don't make sense to me. He get down in Colombia talking about this cocaine came from Africa, and I go to Africa, they ain't got no damn cocaine, they getting it from over here. Yeah, just like the Olmec. The Olmec come from Africa, ain't no Olmec over there. All the Olmec over here, they coming from around the world. Shirley MacLaine coming from around the world to come see the Olmec in America. The stronghold of the Naga tribe, but salute. Hey man, support the House of Cons, y'all. We got the Cash App at the top of the screen. Cash.app/$. House of Cons. We need the support, y'all. We do need it. We small. We trying to grow. YouTube trying to stop us. They doing everything they can to stop a Naga from telling the truth. They don't want a Naga to tell the truth, my Naga. You know that? Y'all realize they just don't want a con out here kicking the truth, my Naga.
Y'all don't be fooling around, I tell the truth. Nothing's secret, not secret.
They came before Columbus, the African presence. How's the African presence? And you ain't found one African artifact. And you ain't found an Olmec in Africa. You're not proving anything. You just running with hearsay. And you and assumptions, and you know what they say about assumptions. You only make an ass out of yourself. They came before Columbus, and all the Pan Africans they love this book. All the Pan Africans, they see, man, I told you. Man, you ain't tell me nothing, Naga. Show me one that you dug up out the dirt in Africa. They came before the African presence. How that's an African presence? You hijacking America. Stop claiming us and stop jacking our culture. You hijack thieving ass Nagas. You want to steal the con. You want to steal the con flow. You want to steal the con style. You wish you was us. You ain't us. Stop claiming us. Tribe Bud, Legend of Naga, Charlie Nas. It made me so sick when somebody claiming to be me that ain't me and claiming my work. How you gonna claim a con work? How you claiming our work? Africans ain't capable of making no Olmec heads. They ain't good enough. Africans ain't good enough to make an El Negro. That's why they ain't got one. And I dare to say it. And I don't care who get mad and who don't like it. Talking about they came from Africa before Columbus. You got us effed up. African ain't good enough to make no damn Olmec. If they did, they'd have had them already. They came before Columbus. We ain't came before nobody. We been here. The Most High planted us here to see the Jacob, Managa, in the land of Canaan. Y'all always trying to claim to be us. You ain't us. And we ain't you. A landmark brilliantly demonstrates that there is far more to black history than the slave trade. Yeah, a whole lot more. They came before Columbus. reveals a compelling, dramatic, and superbly detailed documentations of the presence and legacy of Africans in ancient America. Ain't no documentation, these are lies. Where's your documentation? If El Negro was found in America, circa 1600 dated to, right? Then you should be able to show me an El Naga in Africa that's older than this. But guess what? You can't. You wish you could. Wish you could, right? 17 Olmec colossal heads, 17 monumental stones, representation of the Nagas, sculpted from large basalt boulders, have been unearthed in the region to date, and you know it's probably more. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1,700 of them in America. How deep you gonna dig? How deep is your dug? How deep is your love? How deep have you dug? The head date from at least 900 BCE and are a distinctive feature of the old. It's distinctive. It's a distinctive feature of the American Naga. Tasco, the CEO in the house, tribe up. The Olmec is the colossal heads a distinctive feature of the African civilization? Nope, not at all. Nope, it's distinctive. You know what distinctive mean, right? You know what this? Hey, one general in the house, tribe salute.
Perfect.
You know what distinctive mean? That means it's distinguished from others. It's distinctive. There's nowhere else on earth but in America. The Olmec ancient civilization articles from the Khan Academy. KhanAcademy.com. KhanAcademy.org. Ancient Americas. Olmec colossal head. Overview. The Olmec lived along the Gulf Coast of Mexico and the modern day Mexican states of Tabasco and Veracruz. The Olmec society lasted from about 1600. They say it lasted from about 1600. That's when they say El Negro was made, to around 350 BCE, when environmental factors made their villages unlivable. The Olmec are probably best known for El Negro. For the statues they call 20 tons stone, 20 tons. That 20 tons, my naga. That's a lot of tons. Quarried and carved to commemorate their rulers. Yup. To commemorate the rulers, the stronghold of the Nagas. Who are ruling the stronghold of the Nagas? Yup. They're like this, old El Negro. Yup. El Naga. The rulers of the stronghold of the Naga. El Naga, El Negro. Curious looking. Oh, he's curious, a curiosity. They say he's a forgotten, hidden. The name Olmec is an Aztec. Oh, I thought it was African. No, it's Aztec word meaning the rubber people. You sure it ain't African? No, it's an Aztec word. The Olmec made and traded rubber throughout Mesoamerica. Well, if it's an Aztec, if the Olmec is an Aztec word, then how the hell, if the Olmec is an Aztec word and El Negro is an Aztec, then how the hell is it proven an African presence in ancient America? Especially when it ain't no El Negros in Africa. Show me one El Negro in Africa and I will believe everything you say. We done found 17 over here. I challenge you to find one. If you find one El Negro in Africa, then I'm agree with you. Yep, that must be where they came from, even though it's only one. And you ain't even found one. Matter of fact, find me a half of El Negro in Africa. Find me a half of El Negro Olmec head in Africa, and I will believe everything you say. You can't find a half of El Negro head in Africa. Dumbass shit. Yeah, man, they ain't black, they just painted themselves black. Yeah. El Negro. Who were the Olmec? The Olmec were the first major civilization in Mexico. So they know of. They don't know. We've been here since the beginning of time. They lived in the tropical lowlands on the Gulf of Mexico in the present-day Mexican states of Veracruz and Tabasco. The name Olmec is a Nahuatl, the Aztec language word. It means the rubber people. So they say the Olmec might have been the first people to figure out how to convert latex of the rubber tree into something that could be shaped, cured, and hardened. Because the Olmecs did not have much writing. Hey, they go hijack. Bitch, they're writing Hebrew, you big dummy. You keep saying they ain't have no writing. We done proved over and over again the writing was Hebrew. Stop lying. Not have much writing. Beyond a handful of carved glyphs, symbols that survive. Yeah, you try to burn it all. We don't know what name, or you took it to Europe. We don't know what name the Olmec people gave themselves. Yeah, you don't know. El Negro, that's the name. El Naga. Try Israel. Appearing around 1600 BCE, the Olmec were among the first Mesoamerican complex societies, and their culture influenced many later civilizations, like the Maya. The Olmec is the Maya, you big dummy. You're talking about the ancestors and the descendants, you fool. The Aztec, the Maya, the Olmec, the same people. You talking about the Nagas, the Juka. You talking about the Naga, the Arawak. You talking about the Nagas. We gonna clean up all this old lying ass history y'all been doing, whether y'all like it or not, and we gonna do it aggressively and piss people off. How we know we get somewhere. Every time one of them come on the chat crying because we pissing them off. Oh man, and we pissing them off just reading. We dangerous, I guess. We just over here reading. The Olmecs are known for the immense stone heads they carved from a volcanic rock called basalt. Archaeological evidence also suggests that they originated the Mesoamerican practice of the Mesoamerican ball game, like basketball, a popular game in the pre-Columbian Americas played with balls made from solid rubber, and that they may have practiced ritual bloodletting, trade, and village life. There are no written records of it's Hebrew. You hiding it because it's Hebrew. Stop lying, talking about no written records. You hiding the fact that it's the tribe of Israel, man. The jig is up, man. Y'all keep not see anybody ask me why they say we ain't have no writing, Blackjack? Because they trying to hide that you was writing Hebrew. They're trying to hide that you the tribe of Israel, my nigga. You the lost tribe. That's why. Kanye is right. They ain't have no writing. Mother MF and lie. All them damn Hebrew artifacts found here. You talking about, you steady talking about wasn't no writing. Stop lying. And they dangerous over there. They trying to steal our history. We painted ourselves black. He over there, he got a following. He dangerous. He just reading books. He reading books. Hey, BDB ACX in the house. Tribe book. Salute. Olmec artifacts have been found across Mesoamerica, indicating that they were extensive interregional trade routes. All through the Mississippi River, exactly. All through the real Nile River. The presence of artifacts made from jade, a semi-precious green stone, obsidian, a glassy black volcanic rock, and other stones provides evidence for trade with people outside the Gulf Coast of Mexico. The jade came from what is today the Mexican state of Oaxaca. I always have a hard time saying that. And the country of Guatemala to the south. The obsidian came from the Mexican highlands to the north. The Olmec period saw a significant increase in the length of trade routes, the variety of goods, and the source of trade items. And you talking about these people having no written language? So stupid. People so stupid, man. And people sit here and the dumb hijack believers sit there and believe it. They be like, yup, they ain't have no language. Dumb. Just dumb as all outdoors. They trading all up and down the Amazon and the Mississippi rivers. Y'all gotta be out y'all mind. How they knew what they was trading and how much it cost if they ain't have no written language. What they ain't have no numbers on their goods. everybody had to understood how much something costs, right? Trading helped the Olmecs build their urban centers. Oh, they got urban centers, but they don't have languages. You lying son of a San Lorenzo. And y'all know about San Lorenzo, right? Y'all remember we did something on San Lorenzo and La Venta. Hey, we're gonna pause for a minute. San Lorenzo. Hey, y'all remember y'all remember this? Y'all remember the gas for Inca? San Lorenzo de los Negros. I know y'all remember Mexico's first liberated city. Gasper Inca, San Lorenzo de los Negros. Yeah, man, I keep telling y'all, it don't matter where you pick, it's our land, man. It's us. It's San Lorenzo of the Negros, de los, from the Negros. Mexico's first liberated city, San Lorenzo. See, when you just know this stuff, man. When you know it, that's why they can come in and try to get mad. Yeah, trading helped the Olmecs build their urban centers of San Lorenzo. Yeah, San Lorenzo de los Negros. Yeah, just like El Negro. I know. Yeah, I studied all this. I know El Negro or the Olmec. I know the Suriname, so-called Bush Negro, straight up Arawak, you know what I'm saying? And then San Lorenzo de los Negros. I know it's all, yeah. Trading helped the Olmecs all the way in San Lorenzo de los Negros and La Venta. These cities, however, were used predominantly for ceremonial purposes. Yeah, like San Lorenzo de los Negros, the first liberated city of the Negroes. In Mexico. All them fake Mexicans that live there, them ain't even real. People that y'all be calling the Mexicans, them ain't even real Mexicans. The real Mexicans look like you and I, fool.
You big dummy.
Just like the real Canadians is you and I. The real South Americans is you and I. The real everybody of every island is you and I. These cities, however, were used for ceremonial purposes and elite activity. The elites was all up in San Lorenzo de los Negros. Most people lived in small villages. Individual homes had a lean-to, sort of like a garage shed. Nagas had garages and all, but you writing in Hebrew, but you supposed to not have no written language, huh? And a storage pit for storing root vegetables nearby. They also likely had gardens in which the Olmec would grow medicinal herbs. Y'all Nagas was growing herbs, tobacco. We seen the statues. And small crops like sunflowers. You Nagas love sunflowers too. Oh my gosh, my sister's sunflower eating that. Hey, Kyle in the house, tribe boy, Uni Big Tree in the house, salute tribe boy. Boy, my sister sunflower eating. Boy, why they had to say something? I'm glad she ain't over here. They done heard me say sunflower. Her little sunflower eating that like a little bird. Most agriculture took place outside of the villages and fields cleared using slash and burn techniques. The Olmec likely grew crops such as maize, corn, beans, squash, manioc, sweet potatoes, and cotton. Man, that sounds like all the stuff your grandma and granddaddy and them were growing on all them 19 million acres of farmland that we had at one time. I bet they were growing collard greens too. There are no direct written accounts of Olmec beliefs. See, here we go, man. Come up. Hey, religion, right? They know you to try. Yeah, it wasn't no religion, fool. You talking about the seed of Jacob. You talking about you talking about the tribe of Moses. You talking about Judah. We ain't had no. It wasn't no religion. We is the religion, fool. Y'all worshiping us. And there's no direct written accounts. The Olmec belief. Hey, they telling on themselves with their lies. Funny thing, they hide your Hebrew language, then they say, yeah, no religion, right? Yeah, it ain't no religion. But their notable artwork provides clues about their life and religion. Yeah, knocking noses off the Naga all the time, altering images. There were 8 different androgynous process, man. They going to making up stuff. I don't even like to read when they go try to get too scientific and start making up stuff. All I know is in 1600, these Nagas look like this. Around the time from the colonizer period, Nagas was darker than the mud, looking just like this. And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of thin air, in 1950, starting in 19, and by the way, this is from 1924. Nagas still looking like this, and Nagas still look like that today. But Nagas just done assimilated. Nagas got on jeans now, and probably a hoodie or something, and they ain't bold and narrowed up no more. And they call them Afro Surinamese now, or whatever, Afro Mexicans now. But the truth is, all the way up then 1959, that was 1924 that Naga. This 1959, they decided to whitewash and give them blonde hair. They know they was wilding with blonde hair. When the hell somebody over in America had leprosy hair? That don't happen over here. Then they thought about it after 1975, and they say, "Hey man, you done went from a straight up Naga, and we got Naga still running around looking like this in 1924, and even today, and you done switched to this bull job. You done did a 180 for real. You done went pale face, blonde hair." They said, "Well, at least get rid of the blonde hair." They say because that's a dead giveaway that you lying. Right? This is very pathetic, and we got to talk about these stuff before it disappears somehow. Next thing you know, only thing you see is this one. They just get rid of the F up, and then they get rid of the original. Next thing you know, this don't even show up no more. Only thing show up is this one. Yeah, you Nagas ready to go to Africa.